Hey there folks, I'm Dan Brown from Sort of Interesting, and this is a quick rundown of the pens that I frequently use. Now, somebody asked me to do this, hello HF, and well, I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good idea, because I've gone through pretty much every notebook that I've ever owned, and well, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know I am a huge notebook fanatic, and I've got, goodness knows, I've got a shelf that's got at least 60 different notebooks, all sorts of brands and what have you. So I thought, yeah, I suppose pens are really the natural progression from that. So we'll dive in. I apologise if this video around me is a little bit grainy. It is night, and as you can see, all of the boat lights are on, plus a few more. So let's dive in and have a closer look. So by changing the lighting settings and with the help of a classic Wee Willie Winky style candle holder, hopefully I'm going to be able to give you a closer look at some of these pens. We'll start with an honourable mention to this, that used to be my Parker Frontier until unfortunately the cartridge got stuck on where it enters the writing end of the pen, and well, alas, that was the end of my fountain pen writing for a couple of years. So we'll put that to one side. This I bought very recently. This is my Parker IM fountain pen, and I've been enjoying trying to write with a fountain pen properly again after a good absence from it, and I am really enjoying it. Gotta be said, I really do love just proper sort of, I don't know, something old-fashioned and old-worldy about fountain pens, especially as when I posted the video of this online, everybody told me I should get one of these. So basically what we've got here is a piston cartridge converter. So basically you get your classic bottle of ink, dip the nib up to the grip there into the ink, and then you slide the top part of that and it draws a load of ink up into the pen. So that's quite a nice touch and something I'm quite enjoying at the moment. So moving on to the practical side of things, I have got a Sharpie, and I'm not sure what this type of pen's called. It's like a rollerball, but it's got this very, very watery ink, as you can see there. And basically, these are my two work pens. So you may know I work in a supermarket and I'm in the cold all day. So when it comes to writing on just sort of corrugated cardboard boxes, obviously having a good thick Sharpie is, well, I mean, I've been using this for years and it's certainly never let me down yet. And so obviously for some proper rough cardboard, just write on with this and it's absolutely spot on. And then similarly, I use this with the very watery ink because it never seems to sort of, I don't know, not dry up, but so almost like freeze up in the cold, which I find does happen with, well, I don't know, my fountain pen never seemed to go too bad in there, I suppose. But with biros, something less likely in the cut and thrust of the workplace to get any leaks or spillages. The biros never seem to enjoy the cold so much, and ever since I've been using one of these, and you can see it's been used that much that all the markings have worn away, which is why I can't say exactly what type of pen it is, but that's one that I very much enjoy and certainly very useful for writing at work. So you put that over to the side. Now when it comes to just general writing and that, I've got this absolutely beautiful cross pen here. This is a Cross Century Classic ballpoint pen. As you can see, just a standard sort of twist to reveal the nib there. And this, oh, I just absolutely love it. It's black, and I don't know if you can tell in the light here, but that's 23 karat gold finishings. I mean, oh, it's just brilliant. This is the Classic Century, not the Century 2. And, well, it's just the perfect sort of very slim, minimalist pen. In fact, if we pull back the Parker IM there, you can see that it is very much a very small pen in comparison. And I really do absolutely love that. And that's what I'm currently using, along with the IM, as sort of my always with me, always writing for things like me Midori notebook that I'm using here. And well, I can't talk enough about this. I absolutely love it. It's just a beautiful little pen. So we also put that to one side and move on to some less expensive items. This is a pen that after my fountain pen broke, my mum bought me. Now I'm not sure how much this cost, and I can't in this light see exactly what the marking is there. But basically it's quite a heavy pen. It's a standard biro. But you twist that top part there, which I don't know, I think that's quite an unusual feature, and that's what reveals the nib. And it's like we said, this is sort of in the absence of my fountain pen, and I was mourning that for so long. When my mum fetched us back from down south, I think Cornwall Way, it just became my go-to pen, and this is what I really had with me forevermore for the last sort of 2 years or so, and so that's something that I've used an awful lot and still have on the boat out here. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Now, this is the ultimate sort of minimalist travel pen, and probably over the winter when I'm going to be switching to my Field Notes Expedition Edition. If you haven't seen my video on these, I mean, these are super waterproof. I mean, they are just absolutely fantastic notebooks. And just to prove the point on the tear-proof paper as well, you check out my other video, you'll see me like dip it in water and that. But I mean, that is proper tear-proof paper. So over the winter months, as you know, I go up and down the canal and do a lot of writing and stuff. This is probably going to be what I carry around with me, and obviously I'm not going to be wanting to write with a fountain pen on this as it's waterproof paper. So I think this tiny biro and this notebook are going to be my winter companions, and this obviously isn't really that small, as it is the True Utility Telly Pen, and I really do love it because, I mean, it still goes to a proper past-the-knuckle, full-length writing pen, but it is, well, I mean, when it goes up to that small, absolutely brilliant. So that's definitely something I've been keeping in my bag just in general, because, well, it's so small you might as well have it with you when you can. Something else that I'm enjoying, classic Field Notes pen here, and this is pretty much what you'd expect, a standard biro, quick pen. And I've got a few of these, keep a couple on the boat, keep a couple at me mum's house in my old bedroom, and obviously keeping a classic pen like this around is always handy, because I mean, well, you can never have too many pens, especially not if you've got proper tiny ones like this that don't take up any room. So Field Notes one is very much in use, as is, I should just move on and mention some pencils as well. Now I've got a load of these Palomino Blackwing pencils rather, and these I really do love. These are what I use for the little bit of drawing that I do when I'm not doing me, or attempting to do me fountain pen ink drawings in the Midori. And well, I really do like this little touch of having the eraser that you can replace, and also it's in that little metal I don't know, cradle there, so it obviously keeps it nice and solidly in place. And as you use the rubber, you can keep pulling it up, and that metal clip keeps it in place, so you're not wasting all of the rubber that's in the metal part. So those I really do like. I mean, they're fantastic for drawing. So that's the Palomino Blackwings that I'm definitely a fan of. And, well, moving on, of course, can't have any pens and pencil video without a Field Notes pen and a Field Notes pencil. And these I really do like as well. I mean, these more I like based on the sort of minimalist stylings that's, well, the perfect Field Notes minimalism that's just throughout all of their brand, which I really do absolutely love. I mean, I just love the simplicity of it all. And these, once again, it's just a plain wood pencil with printing on it, and, well, it's basically a pencil. So I think the pencils as well will be handy for writing in this if it's a particularly wet a day out there. So finally, and these are ones that I always keep on the boat. I'm not sure why they've always been boat pens, but I've got the Pilot Friction. This is a standard writing pen, and this is, as you can probably tell, a highlighter. And basically, if you're not familiar with these, then these are basically erasable pens. So you can write and, in fact, highlight, and there's all different colours and all sorts of bits and pieces. And these on the end here are effectively just sort of, I don't know, sort of relatively smooth, but not particularly coarse rubber ends. They're not like standard sort of pencil rubbers that rub away while you're rubbing the ink away. But they basically, you just, well, rub the ink out. So that's been a very quick look at the pens that I commonly use. Like I say, I've got some at the house, some out on the boat, the little Tilly that I live on, and, well, always a couple on my person, whether that's in my pocket, on the Midori notebook, or just generally in my bag. And, well, I hope you found it interesting, if nothing else. Certainly a lot longer video than I was intending it to be. So I'll say check out my other videos for loads more on this sort of thing, and closer looks at some of the pens here, as well as obviously a huge notebook collection that I'm currently racking up. So thank you very much for watching. Till the next time, subscribe, like the Facebook page, and I'll see you around soon. Farewell.